If tones are off.
Yeah, good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. I hope you feel incredible this beautiful morning. My name is Aziz Ali. I'm a self esteem development fanatic, starting with my own, and I'm a revenue acceleration expert. Our whole goal is to help you go further, faster, with less effort. Your business is worth a lot more than you think, and it pains me that your business school teacher didn't even have a business. I hate it. Sometimes when I'm chopping it up with him, I'll be like, yo, if you look at a phone 50 years ago and you look at a phone today, it's night and day. If you look at a movie from 50 years ago and you look at a movie today, it's night and day. Check it out, y'all. If you look at a car from 50 years ago and you look at a car today, it is night and day. But if you look at a classroom from 50 years ago and you look at a classroom today, you're looking at pretty much the exact same thing. I believe that's a clue. I think it's crazy that our education system is set up like that. But here at Good Morning Millionaire, we intend on doing something about it. So if you're with us, what I'm asking you to do right now is rep your city. We want to know where you're from. We want to know what kind of business you have. Share this with a friend. Share this with a Facebook group. Text message this YouTube link to a fellow entrepreneur, because the life you save may be your own. You never know when you're going to need that harvest that you just now scheduled by sowing that seed. I don't know who I'm talking to this morning, but the easiest way to get luckier is to be a kinder person. The easiest way to create more luck and prosperity and abundance in your life is to become a better human being. You've got to serve before you deserve. If you don't make no deposits, you can't take any withdrawals. Am I making sense to somebody out there? What's up, Yuli? How you feel this morning, Queen? Let's go. Share this with a group, Yuli. What's up, Daryl? My man Daryl's in the house. Let's go. My man Darnisha's up in here. What up with you, Michelle? Glad you made it in. My man Mark Arnold is in the building. Freedom. It's one of my favorite words. Freedom. Let's go, Beckley, West Virginia. Let's get it. Make sure you share this with another entrepreneur. Willette, one of our loyal Kaizen Academy members. Let's go. We help seniors heal. Yeah, Freedom. That's one of my Hazikisms right there. Like that's all over my TED Talk and whatnot. It's like I be trying to tell them, bro, you become valuable, you become powerful, baby. So spread the word to another entrepreneur who may need this. Oh, do me a favor while you're here and like this thing. Like give some stars, put some comments, turn on your notifications. Sometimes your notifications are over there. Sometimes your notifications are over there. Sometimes they're down there. But regardless, turn on your notifications so every time we go live, you are in the building. This morning, y'all, we are talking about how to create raving fans. Every Monday we do mindset. Every Tuesday we do sales tips. Every Wednesday we do marketing. That's where we are right now. You can see the rest of the schedule right there at the bottom. But every single Wednesday we do marketing tips. And this morning is going to be no different, because the core strategy behind any organization, behind any supreme organization anyway, any company which truly dominates its competition, right, and creates massive customer loyalty, the core strategy that they have is to anticipate and meet customer needs in a way nobody else is doing it. Am I making sense? These are the companies that know how to create raving fans. And that's what we want to do. Other companies here are making a product. Other companies that we see out here are providing a service. Those businesses are commodities. The way you step yourself up is you become an authority, right? When you create raving fans, you're unique. You've differentiated your business. You're helping your customers solve a specific problem in a bold way. And you know specifically what customer you're helping. This is how you innovate. This is how you make sure nobody else in your industry comes even close. Millionaires, this bedrock principle is how you accelerate your revenue. You got to understand, it ain't just about being different. It's about providing more value than anybody else provides. And if you're going to do that, then you're going to need a real strategy for creating raving fans. You feel me, Naire? You're going to need a real strategy for creating raving fans. You feel me, Damon? And then what'll happen next is you're going to find yourself in a world where you now have an organization that can survive any economy. Whether you up or you down, you got people that's supporting you. You feel me, Miss Mandy? You feel me? So who are raving fans then? Who are raving fans, right? You got to understand, these ain't just customers, y'all. These are the ones that are obsessed with your brand. These are the ones that are obsessed with your business. These are the ones that are sharing your stuff on social media. These are the ones that are recommending you to their coworkers. These are the ones that always stick with you, even when it's time for a replacement or when it's time for an additional service add-on. Raving fans are the ones that can't help telling people about how awesome you are. They can't help but spread genuine enthusiasm. They can't help but generate excitement about what it is you do. And on the flip side, you can have bad raving fans too. These are your enemies. These are the ones that leave negative reviews wherever they can. These are the ones that demand refunds and stick you with credit card chargebacks. They make your life difficult. Yet, this type of fan only happens when you're not delivering an experience that keeps them happy. You can still turn them into raving fans, but it's going to take excellent customer service. It's going to take a different level of awareness. You see what I'm saying, Samaya? So why are these raving fans so essential then? There's a difference between being a business owner and being a business operator. You hear me? A business operator is juggling. They got all these responsibilities, right? They'll settle. They'll settle for an adequate pipeline, right? They'll settle for just enough customers to meet their current P&L goals. They got a goal for profit. They got a goal for how low they want their losses to be. You know what I mean? A business owner, though, is a little bit different. A business owner understands the fact that lukewarm customers are going to be the ones that leave first. Y'all ever heard this song? These customers ain't loyal. Yeah, lukewarm customers ain't loyal. You know what I mean? These are the ones that's going to leave you the minute something better comes along. So what a business owner does is they make the effort to create raving fans out of these good enough customers, right? They want raving fans that'll not only stick with the brand, they'll become cheerleaders who start to recruit other people. Am I making sense? If I'm making sense, somebody say, teach me raving fan formula. Teach me a raving fan formula. Somebody say, I want raving fans. Let's do it like that. So somebody, matter of fact, let's do it affirmation style. Say, I have raving fans. I have raving fans. I create raving fans. You give it to me how you want. Make your best affirmation out of that and give me a share. I create raving fans. Learning how to create raving fans is going to change everything. It ain't just going to change your customer retention rate. If you don't know what retention is, it's how long you keep a customer, right? It's that raving fan-centered mindset that's going to transform your business. Don't forget, y'all, just like people, brands have identities. Brands have identities that are contagious on every single level, from the CEO to the staff, all the way down to the customers. If you will embrace a raving fan-centered mentality, you're going to change your whole business. You're going to watch your customers take notice, right? You're going to notice how much more powerful your marketing becomes. Let's go, Darnisha. I like that. Every day I create at least one new raving fan. What's up, Jerry? Glad you made it in this morning. I have and create raving fans. I have raving fans. Let's go. Raving fans are drawn to me. Let's go. I have raving fans. I create raving fans. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, so let's talk about it. How do we create raving fans? How do we create raving fans? Come on. How do we create raving fans? If you're ready, then everybody give me a share. Give me a share right now. Say, I create raving fans, and then give me a share. And then we're going to get this party started. That was a great point, Damon. Damon's like, everybody, please hit your share button. Let's go. Let's go. This weekend's Kaizen Academy is going to help you create raving fans. I don't mind telling you, because we're going into a concept we call super rapport. If you haven't joined the Kaizen Academy, this is a great time to do it. I promise you. The only reason you shouldn't join the Academy is if you are allergic to more money. So how do we create raving fans, right? I'm going to give you 11 keys this morning that'll help you enlist your customers and telling your story. It's just going to help make sure your pipeline is always full. When it's time for us to pique interest and when it's time for us to follow up, you're already going to have a pipeline that you know has qualified prospects in there. You know these are invested prospects. I'm about to show you something beautiful this morning. You ready? Marketing Wins Wednesday starts right now. Let's get it. Here's number one. Know your values. Know your values. And when I say your values, it could be your company values, it could be your team values, it could be your personal values. Your strategy for creating raving fans has to start with what you believe in. You got to take the time to determine what your values are and how you're going to apply them in order to create not only a culture of raving fans, but also raving staff, raving employees, raving interns. These are the people that translate these values, which come from you discovering your passions, comes from you discovering your purpose in life. This is how you translate that purpose and that passion into a vision statement. You got to lay out your values, baby. This is what's going to guide everything your organization does. Then when customers see your brand, they know exactly what you stand for, and they believe in it as strongly as you do. So that's the first one. You got to know your customer values. Here's the second one, y'all. You ready? If you're ready for number 2, give me a number 2 and a share. Let's go. Let's go. I want to make sure I ain't going too fast. They tell me sometimes I go too fast. I got 11 of them to get through. So once you got it, give me a number 2 and a share. Let's go. Tag at least 3 people, like my man Damon said. Let's go. Let's go. Give me a number 2. Okay, let's see the 2s coming in. All right, give me a number 2 when you're ready. Give me a number 2 when you're ready. I'm waiting for a certain amount of them so I know I can keep on going. Something else you can do in the meantime, y'all, if you've already done it, is follow me on Instagram. Starting next week, we're going to start doing the affirmations live on Instagram and all of that. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. That is important, Mr. Haziq Ali. All right, I see the 2s coming in. Here's number 2. Target the right audience. Target the right audience. If you were trying to talk to everybody, you're speaking to no one. Most companies don't thrive by targeting their marketing efforts at the whole world at once. Your company values will also help you determine which audience segment you need to target. Who will best identify with your brand? Who's going to become true raving fans? You can target people by age. You can target them by geography. You can target them by their values. You can target them by their lifestyle. For instance, if I'm talking to truck drivers, then I'm going to have a whole different approach than if I'm talking to single moms. So what you want to do is create what's called a buyer persona. And we'll do that on a future Marketing Wins Wednesday. We'll talk all about buyer persona. But what I'm saying is you need to have an avatar of your ideal target. And then you dig deeper so you get to know them. Like we were talking about on Monday. That's when you start going on their LinkedIn page, going on their Facebook page, going on their Instagram, getting a feel for exactly who you're talking to. You're going to pick up clues that give you language you can speak in. You're going to pick up clues that give you philosophies that you can come from. You're going to pick up clues that give you ideas about their pain points, ideas about what it is they want out the game. What are their goals? What are some of their experiences? You got to really do what number 3 is. Let's keep on going, y'all, because we're running out of time already. Number 3 is really get to know your customers. Really get to know your customers. Let's go. Really get to know your customers. That's number 3, Queen. Sister Amina in the house. Let them know. Let them know. Number 3 is really get to know your customers. Because once you've determined the right target audience, there's really only one way to create raving fans, right? You got to know them better than your competition. Somebody say, I know my customer better than my competition. Let's go. Get that to me in the comments. I know my customer better than my competition does. One of my mentors from afar, a cat named Jay Abraham, he was talking about how a company's best shot at connecting with almost any market possible is to know as much about them as possible. Really get to know your client. Really get to know that target market. I'm saying read everything they're reading. I'm saying understand everything they're experiencing. I'm saying do your best to truly live in their shoes. Then you're going to uncover pain points. Then you're going to find ways for your products or services to solve their problems. A true business owner recognizes that their customer's life is their business's life. Somebody give it to me in the comments. My customer's life is their business's life. It's facts. And the only way to grow your company is to know your customer. Come on, y'all. If I'm going to grow my company, I got to know my customer. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Do you really know your customers? Because once you do that, you can do number 4. Once you do that, you can do number 4. Somebody give me a number 4 and a share. Let's keep going. Here's number 4, y'all. Give advice instead of information. Give advice instead of information. Most of your customers ain't going to know what they want from your product or service. Most of your customers don't know what they want. They might be aware of their pain points, don't get me wrong, but they don't know about all them features and benefits that listen, you might be talking to the youth director of the choir about your credit repair business. If you expect him to know off top that he should start a Thursday night financial literacy class based on the financial principles of King Solomon, you tripping. How he's supposed to come up with that on his own? You've got to give advice instead of information. Somebody give it to me in the comments. Give advice instead of information. They might be aware of what's hurting them. But listen, a data dump ain't going to be effective. They don't need more information if you're trying to create raving fans. No, you got to take on the role of a compassionate consultant. You got to be an authoritarian. You've got to be somebody who's dead serious about knowing exactly what this person needs, and you're willing to share it with them. Don't tell them what you do and hope they'll figure out how it applies to their own life. You sound ridiculous. Tell them exactly what they need to do with your product, exactly what they need to do with your service if they want to be one step ahead of everybody else. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? Connect the dots, man. Give them a plan. Help them take the logical and obvious next steps. Not only are you going to discover how to create raving fans, you're also going to develop this reputation of being innovative. You're also going to develop this reputation of being a true servant leader. You're going to develop this reputation of being the anti-salesperson. You're suddenly going to look like a servant leader. You hear what I'm saying to you? You ready for number 5? Give me a number 5 and a share. Give me a number 5 and a share. We're making good time. Let's go. Give me a number 5 and a share if you're still rocking with me. Am I going too fast, y'all? Am I going too fast? Hey, if you with me so far and this is helpful, can you give a like? Can you please like this thing? Hopefully it ain't too much. Can you give me some hearts? Like this thing, etc. So forth. My mentor said, I don't do that enough. I'm just throwing it out there. If you're getting something out of this, can you like it? All right. I see the 5s coming in. Let's go. Here's number 5. Deliver more than you promise. Deliver more than you promise. Let's go. You'll always need to promote your product. You'll always need to promote your service. But as you convert your prospects into customers and then in turn convert customers into raving fans, the secret is that you give more than they expected. Somebody give me this in the comments. Anything that makes them say, wow, creates loyalty. Give me that in the comments. Anything that makes them say, wow, creates loyalty. Come on, y'all. Under promise, over deliver. But to put it another way, anything that makes them say, wow, always creates loyalty. Give more value than they expect. Surprise them. Delight them with added value, and they're going to reciprocate. They're going to start sharing stories about your service with their friends. They're going to start sharing stories about your service with their contacts. And the next thing you know, those are your next customers. You hear me? Deliver more than you promise. Deliver more than you promise. Anything that makes them say, wow, always creates loyalty. Anything that makes them say, wow, always creates loyalty. This is a fact. So here's number 6. Here's number 6. Y'all ready? The 6th master key to creating raving fans is always make it a part of your agenda to move your customers to a better place. Move your customers to a better place. What do we mean by that? Meeting minimum requirements is one way to run a business. It's true. And it's a fast track to failure. You hear me? You and everybody on your team has to be committed to doing the work necessary to learn how to create raving fans. You've heard these legendary stories, if you study this stuff, about how like Zappos, for instance, likes to take care of their customers, right? Tom's, that shoe company, Google, hopefully one day our own company, Nove, will go down in history like that. Not hopefully, but prayerfully, right? In order to create raving fans, you have to empower your people to take initiative. You got to empower your people to be able to make on-the-spot decisions that inspire lifetime loyalty, that inspire a sense of comfort in the customer so that they feel like they're in good hands with Allstate. You got to create a culture of innovation, a culture and a structure that allows everybody to consistently meet the customer's needs, because everybody understands that customer loyalty is job one. Somebody say satisfaction is useless. Loyalty is priceless. Satisfaction is useless. Loyalty is priceless. I get sick of companies saying customer satisfaction is job number one. Satisfaction is useless. Loyalty is priceless. Man, that's a whole t-shirt right there. Somebody give me a heart if you felt that. Somebody give me a heart if you felt that. Can I get some likes on this video right here? Can I get some shares? You know, if you feeling that. Here's number 7, y'all. Here's number 7. That's right. Satisfaction is useless. Now, I hope you ain't just saying that, Miss Mandy. I hope you ain't just saying that, Samaya. Come on, Daryl. We ain't just typing this in. I hope I'm making something click in your mind. Am I? Am I making something click this morning? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. All right. Here's number 7. Reward your best customers. Reward your best customers. You got to remember, acquiring a new customer is always going to be the most expensive job of your business. I'm telling you, for most businesses, this is what takes up all the time, energy, and money. So an easier way for you to create a much better return on investment is to continuously serve the customers you already got way better, right? This is how you create raving fans who will then recruit more customers, and then you're going to watch your profits kind of take off. Reward your best customers. So how do you do that? You got to use data. Who are the ones that frequent your brand? Who are the ones where, you know, whenever you do something, they support? Who are the ones that always click on your newsletter, right? Do y'all get our newsletter? Let me show you our newsletter real quick. If you haven't enrolled, if you got the last newsletter, give me some fire emojis. You know what I mean? If you enjoyed last week's newsletter, every Monday and it says 3:30, but we're thinking about changing it to noon. I think this past week we did it at noon. I wonder how it went doing it at noon. I haven't looked at the numbers yet. Did y'all enjoy the newsletter coming out at noon? Did y'all enjoy that? You know, I feel like we usually come out 3:30 or so, but I wanted to try something new. All right, I'm kind of off the subject, but I'm very interested to know whether y'all like that or not. All right, but getting back to the party. Yeah. Entrepreneurship. That's the world's best newsletter for entrepreneurs. That thing was cold, right, Mark? I gave them 7 different closes that are completely rejection proof, Damon. I gave him 7 different closes, Michelle, that are completely rejection proof. I hope y'all feeling me. If you didn't join it, then okay. All right. Good, Michelle. I'm glad it really clicked. Good, Darnisha. I'm glad it really clicked. All right. So maybe you want to let your best customers know how special they are. Maybe you want to do a customer appreciation event. Dr. Marilyn, what if you gathered all your best customers and you had like a little brunch setting and you gave them awards? Like, this is the most youthful, this is the most fabulous, this is my client with the most energy. You gather them all around and you give out little awards. The awards probably cost you $10, $20. But what are you going to get from that? You're going to gain customers for life. They're going to all invite their friends and family out to your customer appreciation event. You feel where I'm going with this, Michelle? You feel where hey, Damon, what if you did a customer appreciation event, bro, where you gathered all your best customers? Like, let's say they use this financial service, so they use this one, and you put them all in a little event center, or you put them all in the library, in that back room of the library, right? I mean, you don't have to spend a lot of money on this, right? You could do it virtual if you had to, but I think if you have a lot of local customers, it might be best to do it locally. I'm trying to tell you, you're going to change the game, Samaya. You're going to change the game, because what you want to do is make sure you don't lose them to some young lion that just entered the industry and wants to steal your customers. Your best clients deserve your best offers. Your best clients deserve personalized communication. So make sure you work all of that into your system. I hope I'm making sense. If I'm making sense, give me a number 8 and a share. If I ain't going too fast for you, give me a number 8 and a share. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Mr. Haziq Ali. All kinds of money-making tips all over my Instagram page. And we just now getting started. I'm heating up a little bit on that thing, but I'm still just getting started. You know what I mean? I'm getting my bearings. You know what I mean? But now we're about to start going live on Instagram. I'm going to chill on the phone line for a while, and we're going to go live instead. So make sure you follow me on Instagram so we stay connected. You know what I'm saying? All right, here's number 8. Keep asking your customers for their opinion. Keep asking your customers for their opinion. This is how you create raving fans. I don't know if everybody understands how important this is, man, because I feel like y'all are you got to understand, this is a whole game changer right here. This is a whole game changer. You got to keep asking for, see, the first paradigm when business started back in the 20s, Kent, my man Kent knows this because he is somebody who is a master of making sure he gets feedback from the clientele, right? Me and Kent laugh because the way he puts it is buyers are liars. But what he's trying to say is that you got to dig a little bit deeper. The first paradigm of business when we started back in the industrial age was this paradigm of competition. I must seek to dominate. You know what I mean? And then the second paradigm became one of cooperation, where it's like we collaborating and whatnot, trying to but we're now in the third paradigm. We're now in the third level of business. If you look at the worldwide landscape, the third level is you and your customer are creating that product together. Hey, Kent, I got with credit likes yesterday, and I was going hard, bro. I think we're about to see some changes because I'm letting them know, like, yo, there's no excuse for some of this. Our whole goal, and that's really how I came up with this training this morning, our whole goal has to be to double the client base before the end of the year. But we can't do that if there's no trust. We can't do that if we're not making our customers our cheerleaders. And people don't give you referrals because they love you. People don't give you referrals because they want to support your business. People give you referrals because they want to feel superior to their friends. And we're not going to give them an experience that makes them feel superior unless we're doing it on purpose. We're not going to accidentally make that customer feel superior when he's recommending our services, unless we do it with intention. The man on top of the mountain didn't fall there. He had to climb that thing. You get what I mean? So if we're going to co-create products and services that make our clients into raving fans, if we're going to co-create products and services that make it so that we have our head and shoulders above all the competition, it's going to come from us asking opinions. Innovation is essential these days, but your business has to keep on evolving if you're going to keep on meeting the needs of an evolving market, right? The market today don't look like the market 2 years ago. Am I right? So if you want to avoid being disrupted, if you want to avoid being dominated, you got to be the one doing the disrupting. You got to be the one doing the dominating. You got to evolve. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. That's it. Their opinion matters. That's exactly right. So ask your customers what they need from you to become raving fans. What is the biggest challenge that they're facing? Why is it important that they find a solution? All those questions that we went over yesterday, get into it. And we went over a bunch of them on Monday when we did that deep dive into how to listen better. Dig in, figure out how you can help them, and figure out how you can help them in creative ways that they can't help but brag about. It's a master key. All right, let's hurry up. Here's number 9. Run your business in an open, transparent way. This creates raving fans. I went to a restaurant not too long ago. I thought it was amazing. And matter of fact, when we was on the cruise, shouts out to my man Earl, shouts out to my man Shiz. We were talking about this halal restaurant in New York. They had the most mind-blowing concept ever. They ran their restaurant in such a way that you could see them eating in their break room, and they're eating the same food that's on the menu. Tell me that's not a game changer. You know you're in the wrong place if you go to the restaurant and the employees don't eat there. You eating in the wrong place, baby. But them opening the windows up. Sometimes you go in a restaurant and you see them preparing the food. Or when you go to hibachi, they're doing it right there in front of you. What if you ran your business like this, right? Running your business in an open, transparent way, it's basic business ethics, right? Without this in place, you're never going to retain customers, much less succeed at understanding how to create raving fans. Transparency is what creates trust. Even when you're networking with people, you're going to find they're a lot more vulnerable with you when you dare to be vulnerable with them. You'll share some admission about your life. Don't go too deep too early. Nobody wants TMI, But what I'm saying is, if you'll give them a little something, they're going to feel like they need to give you a little something. And now y'all are emotionally bonded. You get what I'm saying to you? Millionaires, run your business in an open, transparent way and make it clear to your customer base that these particular ethics, these particular values, this particular mission is at the center of everything you're doing. And then before you know it, they'll start to notice it. And then we off to the races. Here's number 10. Create a structure that allows you to consistently meet their needs. Yeah, I like that. Miss Mandy is like, when I sold cars, we had an iPad ready for them to make a review right in that moment. In the moment that there are many products we buy that our highest level of enthusiasm is right when we got the product. So that might be the time to ask for a referral. That might be the time to ask for a review. That's brilliant, Miss Mandy. That's exactly right. All right, here's number 10. Create a structure that allows you to meet their needs consistently. You got to have customer-centered systems in place, right? In my own company, we're setting up surveys right now that are going to go to all the top producers of let's say the credit services. And then a survey will allow us to hear right from the horse's mouth exactly what issues they're having that are stopping us from creating raving fans. You got me? That way we're getting the top level advice from the top level producers. That's called a system. That's called a structure. If you will enroll your whole organization in the mindset that allows them to be customer centric, you're going to change your whole game. And then number 11, the last one I got for you, y'all, is give back in multiple ways. Give back in multiple ways. In today's day and age, people are way more aware of the social impact of their purchasing decisions, right? So when you're creating raving fans, you want to acknowledge this whole thing and give back. In what ways can you show them that your thing ain't just about money? I mean, can you do a clothing drive? It's getting cold outside. You know, a lot of homeless people need socks. Did you know that? A lot of homeless people need toiletries, et cetera, so forth. Did you know that? Clothing. It's like jackets. What if you did a jacket drive? What if you I was talking yesterday to Keisha. Shouts out to Keisha. I don't know if she on here this morning, but she was talking about like how they're about to do. And I'm like, man, I got to be involved. They're going to go out. We're going to do spaghetti because spaghetti is hearty and sticks to their bones. Now, see, everybody gets it cracking near Thanksgiving. But what if you chose to do it in April? What if you choose to do it in June? What I'm saying is you can give back in multiple ways. The secret to living is giving. Somebody give me that in the comments. We almost out of here. The secret to living is giving. And ain't no strategy for creating raving fans going to be complete without you recognizing you got to serve before you deserve. Your customers are going to notice when they see you contributing to something other than your bottom line, right? Integrate ethical business practices. Be transparent. Switch up your mission and your vibe so you understand it's about your customer, not your P&L statement. And I guarantee you, you're going to be a lot closer to creating raving fans. That's our time. It's affirmation time now. Let's get it. Call in right now. Call in right now. It's affirmation time. Just try it, man. I know you don't think affirmations work. I get it, but I'm telling you they work. I never even rode in a Bentley till I bought one, right? But this affirmation vision board coloring book we came out with, this thing changed my life, man. My daughter even pointed out how that house right there looked like the houses in my neighborhood. It's crazy. I don't even have a college degree, but what I have is an awareness that words become flesh. That God said be, and then it is. So some of y'all ain't gonna feel me. Y'all gonna be like, nah, we was just here for the nuggets. We was just here for the jewels. We don't want to hear nothing about no affirmations. All right, that's cool. But I see the rest of y'all on the line. Repeat after me. Say it like you mean it. Let's go. I am so happy and